Yes, people, welcome back to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And before we get into everything what ManDem United podcast is, for those that don't know what we will be talking about, the special guest we have coming on, etc., etc. First and foremost, love to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. It's much appreciated, and it really does not go unnoticed, and it large up all of the supporters. And that's why I start every single live show, whether it's on the YouTube or the Twitch, saying that because big up to you all in it. So big up all the regulars, whether you've been supporting from the start, whether you're new, whether you joined 6 months ago, is much appreciated. So whether you watch the shows live and whether you watch the show live and you're in the comments, or you watch the shows live and you have it on in the background, whether you watch the shows back, whether you watch just the YouTube, you watch just the Twitch, you watch both, you listen via the audio platforms, it's all much appreciated. So big up to you lot. And please make sure whether you're watching this live or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Share it across all the socials as well. Share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Vitally important you do that. Hit the notification bell. It is rolled to 4K on the channel, people. So we're closing in on the big 4K, and I will get to all the comments as well. But I got to introduce the special guest. This is someone who, one, a hilarious Donny. Two, his football knowledge is incredible as well, the way he gets his points across. And he's becoming a regular. You get me? He's becoming a pillar of the community over here in Sarcasm City TV. You can catch him on the NBA watch-alongs. You can catch him on the Manchester United watch-alongs. You can catch him on the Q&As. He's also a member of the channel. Like, man like Eddie is in the building. What are you telling me, Eddie? You good?
Man, El Jefe, El Presidente, my dog. What's good, brother?
It's always good to see you. I'm blessed, man. And it's always good to have you on.
Intro. I'm feeling real special today. I can't be stopped today, man. Thank you for
it's
that.
Right. Man, it's only right. You get what I'm saying? You over here on a regular basis doing great work, to the point where even if you're not on the live, you'll be in the comments and people will be asking for you and things like that. Where's Eddie? Eddie? If you're not on an NBA watch along or Manchester United watch along, etc. So how you doing though? Is everything good with you?
Everything's good, man. I'm just getting these dollars. You know, we at that JOB, so I'm just getting these dollars real quick. But then, we'll be free soon enough.
Do what you gotta do. Exactly. We will get to the comments again, people. But for those that haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep your comments and all of your questions Manchester United related, people. And myself and Eddie will be answering your questions, discussing anything you want us to discuss that is Manchester United related as well. Big up to ManDem, who says big up Flawless. Big up to you. Canada Devil says the same. Big up to you. MBB says big up Flawless. Big up to you. Abdallah saying big up Eddie, bro.
My guy, YG, Young Gunner.
Yep. One Danzo says big up the panel. Big up to you. Danzo. No one's saying Flawless. Big up to Eddie. I'm saying big up to you as well. Harrison saying the same thing, man. Like Eddie, big up. Large up everyone locking in. Yeah, man. Love to the Sarcasm City TV community. Like I say, the comment section is the best, people. Apologies on the lateness as well, people. That is on me. But that's because obviously when I'm not here working, I'm working off air, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to pattern and sort out this merchandise for you lot, because you've been asking for Sarcasm City TV merch. So legit, that's what I was doing, sending messages, trying to put all of it together. Like legit, that's what I'm doing. But we're here, the ManDem United podcast. Of course, when the merch is out, you will see Eddie rocking it 100%. He gonna get that care package over to the States. You already know.
Yes, sir.
But you already know, man. You're gonna get that 100%. But as you can see from the title, people, even though it's international break, Manchester United, we're always in the headlines, whether it's for good, whether it's for bad, whether it's for being absolutely horrific, whether it's for being almost perfect. Manchester United are always in the headlines. And like you can see from the title of this live stream, Harry Mcguire's celebration in the headlines. Harry Mcguire's celebration in the headlines. And I will get, you can see Eddie's laughing already. I know you lot know exactly what I'm talking about. I believe it was it Albania they were playing? I can't even remember.
I don't even remember, bro.
But basically they were playing a European minnow. Harry Mcguire scored. Good header, actually. He actually scored a good goal. And then he ran, had his fingers in his ears, then did a knee slide. So I presume he's talking about people who have been criticizing him. So whether that's pundits, whether that's people in these spaces like myself and Eddie plus more, whether that's social media. So we'll go to you first and foremost, Eddie. What was your initial thoughts? 2 questions. What was your initial thoughts when you seen the celebration? And now it's been a few days. How do you feel about the celebration now?
Clownery. Clownery. Simply put, just straight clown behavior. It's hilarious, bro. You out here, you going against bankers and they love the game, but they not who you see on a regular basis, bro.
Yes.
Please do not forget where you stand. People, this is a life lesson. Know yourself, fam.
Yep.
3 words. Know yourself, fam. Harry Mcguire, you are public enemy number 1. Not because people just woke up one day and decided they wanted to hate on you. It's because you gave them ample evidence to use for them to hate on you.
Yep.
And then you turn around and you go putting your fingers in your ears. With that big ass head, I'm surprised you couldn't stick your whole hand through them boys. But you know what? We're going to leave that alone. You dig? So I'm just at this point with my club where it's like, I can't look in any direction and find somebody who's honestly being serious when it comes to this sport. Can't do it. And I'm just noticing in the chat, my boy, shout out to Canada Devil, real one. Yeah. He's saying it perfectly, way better than I could say it. He's acting a big man right now. Wait till he's getting bullied by Watford's front line. They coming. They watch the tape. They see what you about this season. They coming, bro. So that's it. That's all. Like, I don't want to spend too much time on how I feel about it because what's understood don't need to be said, bro. It's one of those situations, man.
Well, what's understood does not have to be spoke about. It was Albania. I just checked. And if anyone doesn't know why myself and Eddie, amongst others, are so unhappy with the current situation at Manchester United and why we are so emotionally detached, that sums up right there. That celebration, Harry Mcguire doing that, sums it up in one. There's so many examples of these things happening, even after the Manchester City game and all the things that happened afterwards in regards to Harry Mcguire saying we lacked belief. Bear in mind, that's our captain, people. That is Manchester United captain. And it's not like it's a captain who Ollie's new and Mcguire's, he's come in and Mcguire's the captain already. That's his man. He signed Harry Mcguire. He made him captain. That's a player in your image. The player is the captain is the manager on the pitch. He's in his image. He's representing him. He should be an embodiment of him. And the fact that he scored a goal against Albania, and he's doing that. Go win as a Premier League. You know what I'm saying? In that, go win as a Champions League. Go put in a man of the match performance away at Anfield, away at the Etihad. I'm saying away at the Bridge or at home to any of those teams. We've just conceded 4 goals to Leicester, 5 to Liverpool, 2 to City, and in the last one, you turned around and said we lacked belief, which means you're included in that. How can you lack belief in that? Even if you believe that to be the case, saying that you never bleed in front of the troops, that's something you say behind closed doors.
Come on,
you say that behind closed doors. We should never. You say that in an interview straight after the game. That lets me know you're not up for the fight. I'm saying us as fans can lack belief in you. I'm saying, but then you all do the fingers in the ears for us criticizing you, but you're the one who said you lack belief because you scored against that. That sums up Manchester United in one. That's the problems all right there. And we're going to get into Keane and Mcguire going back and forth. And Daisy Mcguire out here like Ryan deleting tweets. We'll get into that as well, people. We going to get into that. 100% we going to get into that. What happens if he's doing it again versus Watford? As not putting good performances. That's people don't realize that's how you shut up 99.9% of critics. It's by being successful. If Mcguire's playing well and Manchester United are being successful, we all shut up for the most part. 99.9% of us shut up. The reason why nobody can't talk to Chelsea or talk to Tuchel or any of those players is because they just won the Champions League. The reason why no one don't talk to Pep or any of them Manchester City players because they won 3 Premier Leagues in the last 4 years. The reason why nobody don't talk to Klopp is because they won a Premier League and a Champions League in recent times. Success shuts people up because that's what you're there to be like. Go score the winner at the Etihad and then shush us. Do that. You know what I'm saying? In Albania, England, where you've not even been receiving your criticism. And you put your fingers in your ears. And that lets me know that critics are getting to you.
Oh yeah.
Why are you paying attention? You gotta be thick-skinned. You Manchester United captain. You are 80 million pound centre back. You should have confidence through the roof. Yes, confidence can dip because of poor performances and poor results, etc. But you have to be thick-skinned. I tell people this all the time. It's a cold world, and that's in general. It's a cold world, and if you are in the public eye, you have to be thick-skinned. I'm in the public eye. Eddie's in the public eye. Nowhere near to the level of Harry Mcguire. Nowhere near the level of Harry Mcguire. What I'm saying is, you have to be thick-skinned in this. You lot in the comments have seen me get criticism in the comments from people when we block people. I'm sure you lot have. I'm sure there's times you lot can pinpoint it. It happened last week, probably the week before that, and you've seen it with other content creators, whether it's Eddie, whether it's Rants, whether it's Flex, whether it's Saeed, whether it's Aaron, Noradin, Adam Matic. The list goes on and on and on and on. You have to be thick-skinned, especially when you're at the highest level. He's at the highest level of football in terms of Manchester United footballer, Premier League footballer, and you're playing for England. It doesn't get much more high profile than that. Why are you paying attention to critics on social media, critics in the content creating space, pundits in the studio? Perform. The reason why you are being criticized is because you are not performing up to a level that is acceptable for Manchester United. And there's a thin line between shamelessness and undignified. And that right there was just completely undignified. Then he has his sister, and I'm all about backing your family. Then he has his sister come out and she's tweeting. I can't remember the tweet that it is because she did the Ryan thing and deleted the tweet, which I'm going to try and find. Yeah. That is ridiculous. And we're going to get into what Roy Keane said and everything like that, but it sums up Manchester United in one. Like, that is everything that is wrong with our football club, that he scored against Albania, people. Not Portugal in a semi-final of a Euros, not Spain in a World Cup final, Albania in a World Cup qualifier. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me get through some more of the comments as well. Big up to Ahmed in the cuts as well. Growing my brethren.
My dog.
Love it to you. Love to you every time, man. Love to you every time. Harrison says, crap knows crap. That's why Ollie took the armband from De Gea and made Mcguire captain. He's so crap.
Man, listen.
Kind of devil says, how's Mango even got an ego? He hasn't he been relegated 4 times? Even outside of being relegated 4 times, it's kind of like you should just have confidence. That's what it is. Yep. Where's the confidence? Mr. Pad says, salute, brother. A flawless. Hope you and your family are well. They're all blessed. I hope you're good too. Timo here with the stats. He's saying 15 goals if you want to include Atalanta. And Noah says, Timo, 13 goals. Do your math. Emmanuel says, big up, flawless. Long time no see, bro. Big up to you. Yeah, because we missed the ManDem United on Thursday, people. Obviously, my life getting busy, but we out here working. Larger, my guy comes every time, says, big up to you guys as well. Abdallah, that question's a goodie. Ask that question later on after we finish this Mcguire and Keane. We're gonna get into all of that as well. Flawless, can we get a refund back on the hot point fridge? Mcguire is getting ridiculous. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Where else we at? Ahmed says Mcguire is a disgrace and he has a bait mentality. It's just not good enough. So now, obviously, Eddie, what's your thoughts? Like you said, after it, because I know at the time you was like, I can't believe this guy. But what's your thoughts after it? Like now, not the dust to sell, but you know.
I think my thoughts have shifted from Mcguire and gone directly to how disgusted I've been with portions of our fan base who have made it their mission to defend this guy now.
Yep.
Especially using, because words are powerful, and especially in the social media space, every word you type can lead to a multitude of different reactions. Yep. So you got to be very, very, disciplined with the words you use and when you use them. I saw the word bullied get used into that. Yep. When talking about Mcguire, and I'm beginning to lose my shit and lose my patience in a big way. And so that's where I'm at. But yeah, let's get into it.
So yeah, with that, let's get into that in regards to this bully, because I seen. Let me try and find someone. Please put in the comments. Please put Daisy Mcguire. Please put her deleted tweets in the comments. And what Roy Keane said as well. I am looking for it myself. Obviously, she did the Ryan and deleted the tweet, but I'm looking for what she said. Larger, my little bro Ryan and that out here deleting tweets and that. Bro. Yeah, me man, deleting tweets out here. You know what I'm saying? Deleting tweets out here is crazy. As we're gonna get into that, so we're gonna get into why Keane is being criticized. I think it was Agbonilahor who said it. So what Roy Keane said was, where else we at? There we go. One sec. I'm trying to find it now. I'm trying to find it. Make sure you get the likes up on the video as well, people. Get the likes up on the video. Share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel as well. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget the membership. The link for the membership is underneath in the description. 3 different levels as well. So you can sign up to that. And how you can support for absolutely free subscribing. But if you want to support further, check out the membership. Many great perks, people. Many great perks. Here we go. 1 second. I'm finding it. So what Keane said was, when a player scores and puts his hands to his ears like he's shutting the critics up, I think that's embarrassing. He's been a disgrace to Manchester United. He thinks he's up there, he shuts his critics up. Embarrassing. He also went on to say, I think that was it. That's all the quotes. Yeah. That's all the quotes. Yeah, and even Ian Wright added in and says, I don't think he needs to do it. That's what Ian Wright also added as well. He said, where is this? Yeah, I don't think he needs to do it. It's something I would have done, but you look at it now and you think you don't need to do that because you've got a lot of football to play. Don't give them the opportunity to say, we've got them, just play your game, Harry. And then Jane Defoe pitched in and said, you don't need to do it. He scored the goal. It's a good goal. What it does is put a sour taste in people's mouths. They don't like that. What it does is give them an opportunity to wait for that bad performance to have a go at him. So, yeah, Keane's had a no. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It makes sense as to why and what Keane said. So, there's nothing, for one, there's nothing wrong with what Keane said, number one. Number two, that is not bullying. I don't understand how that's bullying when he's criticized him for something football related. Now, if he criticized Mcguire for off the field activities, if he would have mentioned Greece, if he would have mentioned something else, then that's different. Keane has kept that strictly football. He's not spoke there about Harry Mcguire, the man. He spoke about Harry Mcguire, the footballer, and something he's done on the pitch in regards to the celebration. I don't understand why that's now bullying. I don't understand but when Keane a couple of weeks ago said, if Ollie walked in right now, I'd grab him and say, why are you playing Fred? Why is that not bullying? But he's criticizing Fred to the mountain when he's like, if I'm on the coach and I look around and I see Wan-Bissaka and I see Fred and I see Mcguire, why is it what's it called? I gotta hang my hat on these guys, and these guys have got to get me out of a jam. Why isn't it bullying then? But when it's the England when it's the Manchester United captain, when it's the England international, all of a sudden it's bullying. Keane didn't say anything wrong. You might disagree. That's cool. You might disagree and think he was too harsh. I actually think what Keane said was 100% spot on. What I don't agree with is bullying. Because when Souness is there week in, week out for years, dissing Pogba, where is it? Yeah. When Keane's laying into Pogba, where's the bullying? When Scholes is laying into Pogba, where's the bullying? When United would do where is it? Where's the bullying then? When they're talking about off the field stuff, when they're talking about his hair or him dancing or his boots, where's this for Lingard? That's what I want to know. What's your thoughts on this so-called bullying?
Yeah, I can't believe it, because when you talk about, I don't think there's a guy who puts on more for Manchester United than that guy does right there. And this is my opinion. People can have other picks of this, but like when you're talking about an all-time leader for the club, Roy Keane led us into battle against some of our fiercest opponents, had significant parts in some of our most memorable games, and to have his word questioned for a Harry Mcguire is a joke. It really is a joke. And I think what we're dealing with now is, Ahmed put it, there's a bit of sensitivity going on with regards to how, even I won't put him in this bag, but in essence he is by definition like a content creator. How we are able to speak on the performances of these players. Like you said, he said nothing personal about that man. He has a whole lot to go on, but he chose not to. If Mcguire doing that is the reason he's a disgrace for Manchester United, not the bullshit that he pulled in the summer, we'll agree to disagree. But I'm getting to a point where I like you wanted me to get on Twitter, but I already know because I was just on the YouTube comments reading people talking about this stuff, and it was getting crazy. The Twitterverse is probably, split not so much down the middle, but I'd say more towards Keane, but they're still a significant part of the community for Mcguire. Again, every time we give new examples or new pieces of evidence to how far we've fallen as a club, whereas this is actually a conversation. You dig? Like this, we're actually having a conversation about the type of etiquette Harry Mcguire is showing on the pitch when he's a Manchester United captain.
Yep.
People then talked about I don't really think he's that great of a player, but for what he does, he's special. People talk about Henderson like he a dog. I've seen that man score goals and celebrate with his teammates and not make a mockery out of the fact that people are doing their job when they speak about him. But you got this guy over here, that's what it is. It's just what it is, man. It's sad.
It is. And just to add on to that as well, again, he has said nothing personal, but all of a sudden it's protect Harry Mcguire, who has been playing poorly from the start of the season. He's been shocked before the Leicester game, before conceding 4 to Leicester, 5 to Liverpool, 2 to Manchester City. He's been shocking from the start of the season, people. He's been our worst defender. And people, I've tried to defend. I'll defend Mcguire in the past, which I have done. But there's no defending him. Like, as bad as he was last season, his performances have dipped. This is the worst he's been at the club. That's what I'd say. This is the worst he's been. Has Ollie helped that? Absolutely not. Playing him injured bringing him back when he's clearly injured against Leicester does not help. There's no way he's 100% fit.
Yeah, of course.
The same way he did that with Varane, and then Varane's now out for a longer period of time because we know man management. But that's on Ollie, that's on the physios, but that's also on Mcguire to say, you know what, I'm not right. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're injured, you're injured.
My bad. I keep on seeing this question from Entwali. Noah, my dog. Cool. Good to see you too. About is Mcguire insecure footballer? And the answer is absolutely.
Yep, he is.
Absolutely. Even when you see him play, you got people like Varane and Bailly who are deliberate. You have Mcguire who plays this in-between game of, do I want to press? Do I want to fall back? Do I want to press? Do I want to fall back? And then he gets caught in no man's land. Then he makes a stupid decision, and then a goal concedes.
Yep.
So to answer your question, I do believe he's insecure baller. I do. I do believe that.
Very insecure. Extremely insecure. And what makes it worse is, I've just said it before, you're Manchester United captain. You're playing for England. You're at the highest level of your profession. You can't be listening to critics. Every player gets criticized at the top level. There isn't a player who does not get criticized at the highest level. You know how you stop getting that? You know how you stop receiving so much criticism? Performances on the pitch. Don't listen to us. You know how we shuts up me and Eddie? By performing on the pitch. Even if Manchester United were playing as badly as we're playing, if he was performing to a certain level, we won't be criticizing him. That's why certain players don't get mentioned. I'm saying we're not criticized. That's why you never hear me on here this season criticize, say, Ronaldo's performances. Because Ronaldo has been nowhere near the worst player. I'd never turn around and go, oh, Ronaldo's been absolutely awful. Absolutely. Like, I wouldn't. Or Greenwood, for instance, who I think has been one of our highlights this season. The reason why he doesn't get criticized is because he's been performing, even though the team's been playing poor. You've been one of the worst players. So therefore, you're going to receive the criticism because you have been one of the worst. Luke Shaw's in that too. Luke Shaw's been one of our worst players this season. So Luke Shaw is going to get criticized. That's how it works. You know who's not been getting criticized this season? David De Gea. You know why? Because David De Gea has been performing very well this season, despite the team playing poor. That's legit what it is. That shuts up most people if you're performing. And his performances have been shocking. And then you score against Albania and then have the cheek, the nerve, the audacity to score against Albania and then put your fingers in your ears. What did he expect? And then you got your sister backing you, which I understand. But then she's out here deleting tweets. Yeah. And everyone get into the tweet she liked about Roy Keane as well. Rick Free says, I'm here for the chaos. We are dead anyway. Mcguire against the world for some entertainment. I wish he's shown this much fire on the pitch.
Honestly.
It'd be great.
Honestly.
See, and Ryan says, yeah, I do rate Mcguire shameless. To be honest, I rate anyone who's shameless. That's beyond shameless. That's undignified to me. That's undignified.
My dog.
I'm saying, I think it's undignified. You're not one
I'm
of us.
with you, but I gotta respect the actual saying of it. Like, right, actually, how you're saying.
Days. Ahmed says people are way too fucking sensitive these days, making criticism out to be bullying. Bullying is moronic. Yeah, man, it's not bullying. Never. Roy Keane ready to call Mcguire a disgrace, but give time to Ollie. Yeah, he should call out Ollie as well. I agree with that. 100%. Rick. He should. 100% he should. Where else we at? MBB says, let's face it, no one in that United team respects Mcguire as their captain, even as a player. I hear that.
I think with Roy Keane and Ollie, I understand it and respect it a bit more than that other fool.
Who? Neville.
Yeah, I got I thought he was a gunner soul square. I just happened to put two mistakes. I'm playing, but because he's a loyal guy, you could tell. You could tell through his personality. If he ride with you, he ride you. But he be letting it out every now and again that he don't rate Ollie as a coach. You could tell he just doesn't want to go full Monty and really put him on the hot seat. But yeah, you could tell Keane ain't a fan of this shit. You could tell.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. How come he became the captain? Because Ollie made him the captain. Like I said, a manager picks their captain because the captain is a reflection of them on the pitch. And Mcguire is that. He's a reflection of Ollie. Not good enough, insecure, wrong mentality, weak mentality. And just plain not good enough for Manchester United and will never reach the levels and the heights that needed to be done. I mean, that needs to be hit. You like to be successful. Yeah, that is Zeno, man.
Hey, my dog, man. Miss you, bro. How's everything, man?
Large up Zeno. Zeno out here traveling. Zeno will be back on the show, people. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he's ready. Zeno just out here traveling. He's with family, all those stuff. He's not going anywhere. I don't worry about it, people. Zeno will be singing Ollie's at the Wheel on the show when he's back. Don't worry about that. Zeno thinks we forgot the bet. No. So for those that haven't heard the bet, so it was United's 7 Premier League games. So it was 7 Premier League games from the Leicester game. So it was Leicester, it was Liverpool, it was Spurs, Manchester City, Watford, Chelsea, Arsenal. They were the 7 games. So the bet was if Manchester United get 12 points or more from that running of 7 games, me and Osman, who was on Big Up to Osman Talks United, have to come on the ManDem United podcast and sing Ollie's at the Wheel. However, from that 7 game run, if Manchester United gets 7 points or less, 7 points or less, Zeno has to sing Manchester United. Sing Ollie's at the Wheel. You know how many points we're currently on? 3 people. We're on 3. And we've only got Watford, Chelsea, and Arsenal next. They're the next 3. So Zeno is pretty much going to be singing Ollie's at the Wheel.
So we got how much?
We got 3 points currently.
Okay, he needs how many?
And he needs 6 more. United got to get 2 wins out of these 3 games. No, actually, more than 2 wins. We need to get, because it's 9 points or less. So we need 2 wins and a draw. Basically, United have to avoid defeat in these next 3 games.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Zeno in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Zeno in the mud.
I could, at best case scenario, I could see it's at 8. I'm sorry, Zeno. I tried, bro. But it's like Arsenal got 0-0 written all over it.
Yep.
Watford, and I don't even like disrespecting Watford because they actually have the tools to beat us.
Yep.
They have attacking wings. They have a competent striker. They have a midfield who can just hold up the fort. Like to play us, you don't have to have a great midfield. We'll make you look great.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Right? You just have to have a bit of structure in the middle of the park to get the ball out to the wing and then have them do their thing. So, Zeno, I'm rooting for you, my brother, because I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to see anybody singing all that.
Man.
I don't wish that upon no man.
And we're going to make sure it's in the middle of the show so there's as many people, everyone can get ready to clip it and all that stuff. And that we're going to go make sure he's full screen. You know what I'm saying? And that you're going to sing it. I'm going to do the da in between and that to make sure he keeps it going. We're going to keep that some bitch going. Zeno. Large up Zeno and that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he got that confidence from that we were getting 12 or more points from this 7-game run. I said 6, and one of those was against Leicester. I've called every result right up until now, apart from the Leicester game. I said draw Leicester, lose to Liverpool, lose to City. No, yeah, draw Leicester, lose to Liverpool, beat Spurs, lose to City. So I'm 3 out of 4. And Watford, I said draw. At best case scenario, maybe we squeak a win, but I'm not confident in that. We don't beat Chelsea and we don't beat Arsenal. So basically, people, in a few weeks, Zeno will be on the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, singing Ollies at the wheel.
Good hearing from you, Zeno. Good
Always,
hearing
man.
you, bro.
Large up my guy, Zeno. But yeah, and speaking, obviously, we're talking about Mcguire versus Keane. And obviously, people have been clapping back, and Daisy Mcguire liked to tweet. So this is what it is. There we go. Yeah. Well, where is it? Let me try and find it. I swear I bookmarked it, so clearly I didn't. But basically, she liked to tweet criticizing Roy Keane. So what it is, for those that don't know, Roy Keane was a Republic of Ireland international, and they went to a World Cup in 2002. Him and Mick McCarthy fell out, and then Keane ended up not playing in the World Cup. He ended up not playing, and he ended up coming home. So it's a picture, and it was an iconic picture of Keane walking his dog when he came back to, it was either in Ireland or England, and he's walking his dog. And the pitch, and then the quote, the tweet, I'm paraphrasing, but something along the lines of Harry Mcguire for his country and Roy Keane for his country. So the one was Harry Mcguire with the finger in his ears, and then for Keane and his country. And then for Roy Keane, it was him walking his dog. And she's like that. Like that's not the fight you want to take on. You know what I'm saying? Daisy Mcguire liked it. But what I want to know is, you're only going to sing when you're winning. Where was you when we was conceding 4 to Leicester? Where was you when we was conceding 5 to Liverpool? Where was you when we were conceding 2 goals to Manchester City? And your brother came out and said we lacked belief. You were nowhere to be found. All of a sudden he scores a goal against Albania, and this is the problem. You know what I'm saying right here? This is the problem. This is the issue right here, people. Absolutely ridiculous. It is. Yeah, it's back to BS. It's ridiculous.
Bro, I don't know if it'll come out right, but this is for Daisy Mcguire. Hopefully it comes out right. That's an L.
It's an L. Hold the
That's
L.
An L.
Hold the L.
That's an L. Hold it. Hold it. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you right now. And you know what's funny? That's the thing with Twitter, right? You can't apply context.
Yep. Facts.
To your tweets. So I wasn't big on the history of Keane and what went on.
I think Eddie just froze there.
With the
Eddie, break it up a bit. Run that back from the top. Running back. Yeah,
you got me
back.
Now?
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing for sure. It had nothing to do with football. Because at that point in time when Keane was playing, he was one of the best midfielders in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're Ireland. You don't have that much talent. You don't have that much of a collection.
Yep.
So what you hold the L. I had to draw it so it could hit home. Because that's the thing. Mcguire clan, y'all just holding L's.
Yep.
If it ain't, I hope the Pops don't come out and say something stupid, or else we got the trifecta.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't deal with people on Twitter who put out uneducated tweets and act like, they just shut the club down. What?
100%. And StreamYard is just frozen. Sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna jump out and jump back in because the comments ain't updating. 1 second. Keep the show going, Eddie. Jumping straight back in.
No doubt. Who we got in the chat? Yeah, Daisy deleting them tweets, bro. Daisy deleting them tweets. He's averaging 3 mistakes a game. That's crazy. Sorry, shout out to Malcom. Hope good seeing you in here always. Mojo K, I'm telling you what, you're gonna see something special from him in regards to how shit he could be. I think that's on the horizon. Because this is not something that's gonna help him. Like, this is not a very good time for him right now. Appreciate that, Mr. Pads. Hope your family is well too. You dig for it? Hey, Malcom, on the low. El Jefe still running the show from the shadows. You feel me? I'm just doing my part. But yeah, and honestly, here's a question I have for people in the chat. I want you to list, put a number to it. How many center backs in the Premier League you would take before you take Mcguire? Right. Daniel, hey, can't wait to work with you, brother, on the Chelsea preview. That should be fun. Should be fun. But yeah, put the number. If there's a number of center backs, is it like, I know you could say the Liverpool pairing for sure, the City pairing for sure, um, Arsenal's. I wouldn't even take him over Ben White. So see, Daniel saying 15. Yeah, he doesn't get over Ben White or who's the other one? Homie with the cartoon teeth. I forgot homie from Brazil. Yeah, his name. He doesn't get over him. Hey, C1 knows. Yeah. He said Mcguire is stiff blood. Yeah, man. Gabriel. Yeah, there we go. So we got the Arsenal pairing. Matter of fact, I take Lindelof before him. I take Varane before him. I take Bailly before him. So we're at 7, and we're at 9. I've only mentioned 3 teams. Like, he's not even the best center back on his team. He's not even the top 3 center back in my opinion, on his team. Right? Because I think even for what Lindelof lacks on the defensive side of the game, he does produce way more than Mcguire ever has. Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. Shane Duffy or Lewis Dunk over Mcguire? I might have to go because Duffy is dead, but Mcguire has shown me some shit. So I'm gonna look at the stats, man. Let me look at the stats, man. Oh, for Celtic. Or he used to play. Now he's on Brighton. I haven't seen too much of him play, but probably would take him before him. Anybody playing on Brighton plays better football than we do right now. He ain't better than Evans or Fofana. There we go. Keep the list going. Yeah, it's just a shame. And so headed into I think Watford's gonna come out. I think they use King. You take Godfrey. Yeah, Godfrey's solid. Or Mina. Yeah, both of those two are solid. He might be the worst center back in the league. I think that's what we're all getting at here, people. He legit might be the worst center back in the league, or one of them. I would include him in the top 5 of worst center backs for sure. Because the thing is, a lot of center backs in this league look fairly competent, right? See, we've gone 15 deep. Hey man, Mina got some tech at the end of the day. I get scared when he's just dribbling. So, can we say he's better than Mina? Even Mings. Yeah, Mings and Konsa. I have more faith in them on defense. So yeah, we're dealing with Mcguire here. Oh man. It's just not a good look. No, see, Ryan, there you go. You don't rate Ben White, Gabe. Yeah. Imagine, even with that help, he still looks better than Mcguire. Yeah, I'm not so sure that it's cut and dry that Mina is better than Mcguire, bro. I really believe, like, just talking the way how we've been talking it out right now. Come on, man. I'm just saying, man. See what else people are saying in the chat. Tarkowski, yeah, Tarkowski definitely. Hey, C1, if Mcguire got two left feet, Mcguire don't got no feet at all. Um, yeah, but Daniel, yeah. I've already said the Lester pairing, of course. Ryan, here you go being shameless. Here you go being shameless. But yeah, off of this one, off of oh come on, people, no. Ryan has really gone this Gomez's rubbish train. Okay, we'll leave that alone. But I think in other news, I think all the players have. I think there've been reports coming out that players are actually amused by the fact that Jesse Lingard isn't getting any more playing time, and I think that's hilarious that players are now out and openly calling out all these tactics. I think we're getting closer to the end. Yeah, Soyuncu definitely. Um, Pyramid, we'll leave it. I'll leave a little bit of basketball, but we're not going to speak too much on it. He's right. I'll just leave it at that. He's absolutely 100% right. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, so we're all in agreement that Mcguire is one of the biggest just scrubs at the center back position in the Premier League. Cams, appreciate the love, homie. So yeah, you compound that with the fact that he starts for England, and I don't get it, people. I really don't get it. Is it? I think it's because they don't have other options, but you have Stones. Um, no, the worst signing in our history. I think because of the hype surrounding it, would have to be in recent history. I would say Alexis, just because it didn't really amount to a couple goals, but the way we sold it, that Alexis Sanchez was supposed to, be this guy, and it just didn't work out, was one of the worst feelings in the world. Emin asked me when I think Ali gets sacked. I think he gets sacked when it's, the season is lost, unfortunately, and that can happen fairly quickly. Yeah, but I definitely think the price tag makes it a very compelling argument, right? Like, think about the type of players that other teams have bought for $80 million or close to it. It's a joke. It's a joke that $80 million was put on a contract for that player right there. Oh, 3-3 believes with me. Alexis, I think he's a worse signing. Mkhitaryan, he wasn't. His thing was promise, right? They thought Mkhitaryan was the future. When you get an Alexis Sanchez, you're thinking that when he comes in, his impact is going to be incredible. Where am I in America? I'm in Cali, bro. I'm in California. But yeah, man, always pull up. You can always find me here. You can find we got other American Chelsea fans too. Joey D. Don. Just subscribe to Sarcasm City. We even do basketball watch alongs on Twitch, so we get NBA conversations in as well. Real vibe over here. Noah asking, should Ollie resign if he loves United? Of course he should, but that guy is living the dream. He's living a dream right now. So I don't think he sees it as his responsibility to wake up anytime soon. But somebody's gonna wake his ass up when his key card don't work at the facility because he got his ass fired. So that's how it go, Noah. Mm. Go ahead if you guys got any Manchester United questions. Oh, first footballing memory. I love this question. So let's see. I had to have been maybe 8 or so. Um I think Yeah, it was really the World Cup. It was really the World Cup and watching that first France team um, brought it home. I think with Manchester United, that one was a bit more on the what I want to say. Manchester United was always family related. Like my on that, and then I had Zidane. Oh, my bad. I think my connection freezed up a little bit. Um. So yeah, I'd say just that French national team in the early 2000s, even when they lost it 2002. Whew, that was a hell of a match. France, Italy, just craziness. I think it was 2006. I want to say that really drove it home. First game I watched for United. Ooh, I want to say that I actually remember was the mm, that I actually remember. That's a good game. That's a good one. That's a good one. My memory is so bad. I could say when I got back into it, it was around 2011. 2011. So one of those prem matches, definitely. I became Ollie out after the Sevilla second, I think, semifinal loss in the Europa League. Not this season, but the pandemic season. But the signs were there that he was just a shitty manager. Do I like Ralph Ragnick? Listen, anybody who organizes their team in such a way and has such a grasp on what every aspect of their club wants to look like, I respect tremendously. So yeah, I do. I would enjoy him. But you know what? When you have owners who don't understand how serious the game of football is and what it takes to be successful, guys like Ralph, they scare owners away, right? If any other club would be glad to have a guy who's as intense as a Ralph, but our owners want guys who they can get tea. Oh, Ryan, I wanted Klopp. When Klopp was at Dortmund and I think we were going in for Jose, that's who I actually I didn't want Jose. I wanted Klopp. I just enjoy the high line, fast paced, heavy metal brand of football. Second would be Pep, and Tuchel gets last because I don't know how the hell he got the European Cup over with that ball possession kind of play, but he did it. So respect to him, but he's not my cup of tea. Klopp, Pep, who else? Who else is top flight? Ten Hag, like Potter. You see the type of football I like. The Netherlands way back in the day when they had the Robin and the Huntelaar and the Snyder, everybody. That's like my kind of football. That total football. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Zidane would be a good one. Yeah, we back, baby.
Big up for holding it down. StreamYard just went down. That's what it was. StreamYard went down.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. StreamYard went down. So when I clocked out, I couldn't get back in. And mom was just like on Twitter to see what go on if it was me. But now everyone they were talking about the StreamYard account on Twitter, and everyone's like, "Yo, StreamYard's down." Everyone went into meltdown. You know what I'm saying? Big up
Man,
to you for
that's
holding it down.
crazy. How did I
Everyone went into
stay on?
meltdown.
I don't even know how I stayed on then. That's wild.
Yo, cool. You're nah, 'cause I think if you're on, then it didn't kick you off in it. You know what I'm saying? It's because I left because the comments stopped working. 'Cause I was like, I was seeing, I was like, why is no one commented in 5-10 minutes? I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But we're back. So I was just listening into you holding it down. So large up Eddie for holding it down and that. Man didn't mean to stop your flow. Carry on, fam.
Yeah, no, they was just kind of get my football history and all that. I was telling them the kind of football that I enjoy. And Ryan, Mr. Get the Strap himself, has been He's been riling up the comments, my guy. He's
Typical Ryan,
because
innit?
I
You know what I'm
started
saying?
out the conversation a while ago. We were talking about how many center backs would you take before it came for you choosing Harry Maguire, and a lot of people were like 15 at least.
It's probably, and you know what? Even if it wasn't 15, it's a fact that the pool is not deep in terms of quality. Like if you
Yeah.
take out 3 or 4, I think we tried to do it actually. I think we was like picking. It was when we was on agenda actually, and Ryan was talking about how good
Mhm.
Joe Gomez is, and I think we tried to
Mhm.
go through 10 centre backs, and we couldn't name
Mm,
10 because there isn't 10 quality ones. Like obviously, take out Van Dijk, take out Diaz, take
yeah.
out Laporte, a Thiago Silva, a Christensen, a Rudiger. There isn't much after those. After like
Yeah.
6 or 7, there's not much. Like if we did a top 20, who we picking for 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Mcguire's probably in there. And that's not me saying Mcguire's good. That's me saying the lack of quality. Does
Lack of
Mings get in
quality.
there? Who you talking about? Like there isn't a many quality centre backs in the Premier League outside probably the top 8.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty bleak. It's not like defensive midfielders where you look at and go, the pool is deep for defensive midfielders in terms of in the Premier League. Like you can go to 8-9. Like if Rice is like 8-9, that's quality in terms of Rice being number 8, say for a DM. He's miles better than the eighth best centre back in the league. Is my point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose it is, but yeah, Mcguire is not like, and he's in the problem Mcguire has as well, as not only is he not that good, he's also got poor. He's also what's it called? He's in poor form as well. So
Yeah.
that don't help. When you have an average player who's in poor form, it makes it even tougher. Makes it even
Mm-hmm.
tougher.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy where else we at as well. You lot continue to get your questions in. Keep a Manchester United related people. Please get your questions in. But yeah, just to end off, yeah, Neil, message me so I know that's you so I can mud you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But big up to Neil each and
Yeah.
every time as well. Larger, my guy, Saeed, just to remind the people, Saeed is live on the show for a fan calling, so make sure you head over there to his channel and have your say. Yeah, man, head over there, go have your say, people. Large up to my guy, Saeed. Get one. Large up to my guy, Saeed, every single time as well. But yeah, Neil, DM me so I know it's you and I can mud you. I don't even know if that's definitely him, but big up to be on the 90. But as I was saying, yeah, just to round off with Mcguire, ridiculous celebration. Keane's words to me were not over the top, and his sister back in it. It's like, oh, you got to be thick-skinned in the public eye at the end of the day. Perform on the pitch and it shuts everybody up because your performances have been shocking. Performances have been shocking. But all right, we'll switch lanes because we've been just on just over 50 minutes, closing in on an hour, and we haven't
Yeah.
actually spoken in depth on Ollie. He's still
Mm.
here. He's still here. He
Still
is
here.
still here. Can't
Still
believe it.
here.
He's still here. How? I don't know. Your thoughts, Eddie, on him being still here? You shocked? I know you're disappointed, but yeah.
Yeah. It's there's a saying out here. It goes, the fish stinks from the top to the bottom. Right? So a fish starts to stink at the top, then the stink goes all the way through the fish to the bottom. When you have owners who on bullshit, you're gonna have a manager who's on bullshit. Well, excuse me, you're gonna have an institution that's on bullshit, then the manager, then the players. It's the only way this goes down, right? Unless you find out a way to manage what's at the top, and you need a special individual who can speak the language of idiots and still be respectable to his players, right? Ollie doesn't do that though. Ollie, the type to tell these people they don't stink, y'all smell like that new Chanel number 9. So that's why he's in the job, people. It ain't nothing to do with how great he is as a manager, because we know that's not the case. It's nothing to do with how great he is of a man manager, because we know that's not the case. Hey, check the reports, my people.
Yep.
Player after player is telling him, we don't fuck with you.
Yep.
We don't fuck with how you're handling the Jesse Lingard situation.
Yep.
We don't fuck with how you told us during the summer you're gonna play us in rotation, and now it's time to shine, and you're not playing nobody. Looking at that man driving to that Carrington Parkins place, it's hilarious to me. because I'm seeing a man who doesn't understand that you will have to absolutely get embarrassed before you lose your job, right?
Yep.
So what's gonna happen is because you got so embarrassed, other teams aren't gonna want to touch you for a little bit.
Yep.
So the next time we see this clown, it might be, I don't know, he might be coaching the damn soccer A game for all I know. It ain't gonna be with no real ass team. Not
Might
afterwards,
be
like,
somewhere in Norway. Might be
yeah,
somewhere in
man.
Norway.
Uh,
Legit.
I don't know.
Might,
I think it was it Rance a couple weeks ago played that video. They was cussing him out in their language
yeah.
too.
They not having it. Like they're like, keep him over there. I was on, was it a phone in? I was on with Statman when me and him did a phone in, and we had someone call him from Norway, and they was like, nah, he's Swedish now. He was like, you lot keep him. We don't want him back. Send him to Sweden. So a man said from Mold, like he was, I believe he was a Mold fan, but yeah, he was definitely Norwegian. He was like, yeah, send him to Sweden. Like we don't want him back. Like people forget this. Neil, I've modded you as well. And Danny, yes, Jamaica, USA, watch along. We'll be going down tonight, people. It's 10 p.m.
Y'all
UK
tap
time
into that one.
on the
I
Twitch.
won't be able to make it, but make sure y'all tap into that one.
Yeah, we've got that coming up on the Twitch and also on the Twitch Nets Warriors, which is gonna, for the NBA heads, know that's gonna be a fire game. Kevin Durant versus Steph Curry.
Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? That Nets, woo! I can't wait. I'm an honorary Nets fan in it, so I can't wait for that.
I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah.
I was being an honorary Bulls fan last night, and they were stomping us out.
Yeah. They did. They were very. They did. But yeah, back to Ollie. He is ridiculous. Like there seems to be. I see in Paddy Power tweet, and they were talking about obviously England beat San Marino 10-0, and now the San Marino manager in the last 3 years has conceded something like a ridiculous amount of goals in 3 years, and he has a 0% win rate. And they were like the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of international football. There's no way you can still defend this, man. But I'm still seeing it on socials. People are still defending it. People are still attacking fans who wanted him out from the jump. And speaking of that, actually, that I mentioned this on From a Fair Dive View on Pi Radio as well, but I mentioned this again. Large up to my guy Saeed. They'd be out here working hard. He went to the protest and he was trending. You know what I'm saying? I said it in my tweet. There's people who are more concerned about what Saeed is doing than Manchester United conceding 4 to Leicester, conceding 5 at home to Liverpool, and getting embarrassed by Manchester City. Saeed, why are you more mad at Saeed? Why? Because he was right. That's legit what it was. People are mad that he was right. People are mad that Eddie's was right. People are mad that Aaron was right. People are mad that Rance was right. People are mad that we're right because of the manner in which we said it. Just admit you were wrong. That's what it is. Peter touched on it best. A lot of fans, and this is not just Manchester United fans, a lot of fans don't want what's best for their club. They want to be right. Yeah. I don't care about being right. I want what's best for Manchester United Football Club as a Manchester United fan. I said it from the jump. I wanted all of the Ole-inners to be right about this, man. I wanted every single Ole-inner, everybody who backed him, everybody who said it will get better, everybody who said we would be successful and win trophies under this manager to be right. And then come back, and I wanted everyone in the comments to be like, you got it wrong. You know why? Because I'd be waved here, sipping JD, celebrating a Premier League win or a Champions League win. I'd be on here drunk. But I knew 110% I was right about this manager. Now, I don't know why it took this long for people to do that, for people to realize that, but people still don't want to admit it, and that's why they'll attack a Saeed. How are you more mad at Saeed? Trended on Saturday. Bear in mind, Saeed went to the protest, number one. Number two, he did not organize the protest. Saeed did not organize that protest, people. Because the one he did organize, he had 4,000, 5,000 people there. The initial first one, Saeed organized people. I was there. Not the one where we broke onto the pitch and I was stat padding on the Old Trafford pitch. No, not that one. I'm talking about the first one, the initial one. The initial one. I'm telling you, people, the initial one, not that one. The initial one he set up. So larger, and he had 3,000, 4,000 people there. So big up to my guy Saeed. And that is everything that is wrong within our fan base. Yeah. In regards to still people saying, oh, I still want the manager in. People would rather get relegated with this manager than admit they was wrong. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. Or if you're Ollie out, you need to shut up and no, you need to shut up. How about that? You know what I'm saying? How about you be quiet and just admit you was wrong?
There we
go.
Saying,
what's it going to take? I don't understand why people can't just have self-awareness and admit that they was wrong about this manager and I was right and Eddie was right. It's not that deep. It's not to the end of the world to admit you was wrong about football. I've called things wrong all the time on this very microphone, on this very show, on other shows. I've called things wrong. It's okay. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there and say large up to my guy Saeed. And as for the protest not being a success, it tells you all you need to know because our fan base ain't interested. Too many people in our fan base are too interested, like I said, in being right and not what's best for the club. Too busy in pointing fingers and saying, "Oh, you're not a real supporter," and all this type of crap. They always try it. "Oh, you're not a real supporter," or "If Manchester United is successful under Ollie, you shouldn't celebrate," and all this rubbish. So, all right. So, what happens when we're not successful? You lot are quiet. I ain't seen Ollie Inners on this channel in a minute. Quiet. Last time I seen you, man, is when we beat West Ham, and Eddie called it beforehand. On that very watch along, go check that when we beat West Ham in the Premier League. Eddie said we're gonna win this game because it's gonna give the Ollie Inners something to say. And as soon as we won, as soon as Lingard scored, in the comments,
he scored in the 94th minute too.
Yes, and he hopped up out of nowhere. "Are you still Ollie out?" So where are you, man, out now? Quiet. Crickets. That's what we heard. Crickets. Nothing. Large up to Philly as well. Says big up, fellas and Eddie. How you both doing today? I'm blessed as always. I'm good.
Thanks, I'm Philly. Blessed. I think that's Philly from the Twitch. It might be. If not, anyways, big up to you, my brother.
Big up to you. Kenan says, "I'm here. I'm in it. I want Ollie to have a vacation in Trinidad and Tobago. I got people waiting. I'm in the cup, flawless. You know it." Hey, Kenan, we don't need all that, but just keep the Ollie out energy going over there in the Caribbean.
My dog, I love that. I'm gonna do whatever. I'll win whatever for this. I love it.
Well, I saw the stuff with Saeed, and I saw a guy retweeted saying it. "Oh, failed protest from the fake fan." I'm like, bro, he's a person that wants better for the same club. How is he fake? You know why he's a fake fan is because they just disagree with him, and that's lazy because they don't have anything to back it up. That's like me and Eddie here disagreeing now, and then rather than me just being like, I disagree with Eddie because of this and that, even though he's turned out to be right, I just go, "Oh, you're a fake fan." It's just easy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lazy argument. It's a very lazy argument. Why is Saeed a fake fan? Because he don't support the club the same way you do. Because he wants what's best for the club. Because you disagree on the manager. Because you disagree on certain players. Because he's talented enough to get paid from talking about football. That's a talent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that's a skill. You know what I'm saying? United being successful or not has nothing to do with Saeed's talent. Saeed is an incredibly talented content creator. Because before I knew him, we're family now. Before I knew him, I was watching him. I'm a fan. And that goes for Aaron and everybody else you see me working with. That's a skill. You know why? Because if everybody could do this and get paid, everybody would do it.
They would.
Yeah, everybody would do it. Because there's a lot of Twitter accounts out there, big Twitter accounts with 10K followers, 20K followers, 50, 100K followers that have tried to do this and failed. So it's easy to sit behind Twitter and tweet things and be funny and be witty. But what happens when you're on a live with the likes of Eddie and he's running jokes and running bants? Can you keep up? And he's throwing jokes at you. When he's throwing alley-oops in the air, can you slam dunk it? Can you get off the ground? Can you get on the ground? When he's putting pinpoint crosses on your head, can you knock it in the back of the net? Like, people really try and discredit this. Like, it's easy to do. Like, if everybody could do it and get paid, everybody would do it. It's not easy. It's not easy. And Saeed is incredibly talented and has been, and that's why he's one of the biggest. That's why he's one of the biggest content creators out here. You know how many Manchester United fans there is doing this? Why does he stand out from the crowd? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'd say about that. For those asking for JV is good. He's just busy, you know what I'm saying, with family and stuff like that. So yeah, JV will be back, people. But don't worry, we haven't fallen out or anything. I'm trying to get him back on. JV already knows the door's open. Me and him started this show together. So like, he's fully aware that this seat is always here for him. But that's why you don't see him here. That's why you don't see him on From a Fair Eye View either. But hopefully he'll be back soon. We are trying to get him back. 110%.
I see one of the realists in the chat. Shout out to my killer, my dog. Oh man, that dude is a real funny dude, man. I want to get on one stream with him real soon. That'll be
man. We're waiting for him for the NBA streams and that. He's a 76ers fan, so we're waiting for him to get on. Big up to Harris in the cut, says these Ollie Inners love sweeping things under the rug. They do. You know what I'm saying? And that. Yeah, 100% they do. Love sweeping things under the rug and that. Love it. Rory Delap says, flawless, you said he's getting sacked. When is man leaving? Hopefully. I still stand by he gets sacked in this international break. He's gonna get sacked. He's gonna get sacked.
I just pray to God our Champions League stuff isn't fucked up because of him before he leaves. Just because I want a good showing in Champions League. I really do.
Because we can make a real run of that with a good manager. I'm not saying win it. I'm saying compete. I'm saying actually get us excited when we're on watch-alongs and we're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And I'm gassed and Eddie's gassed. And we're here like, oh, can we do this?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Can we do this? Yeah, that's what it is. And big up to Neil as well, someone I work with, another talented individual, and that he says telling flawless people come in, but they can't do what we do. Big up yourself and big up to you. Like, this ain't easy. And I'm tired of people using it as an excuse. Oh, you're doing it for views, you're doing it for clout, you're only doing this for money. Like, we weren't talking football before we was doing this. These are the same conversations. I know Eddie was having these conversations long before, you know what I'm saying, he was on YouTube. I was having these conversations long before. Free for years. You know what I'm saying? I've been having these type of conversations since primary school, people. Primary school, high school, you know what I'm saying? All through, you get me? 20s, mid-20s, late 20s. Ridiculous. It just so happens now we're doing it on social media. Well, not on social media. We're doing it on platforms like this, and platforms we created ourselves. And people can get involved in the conversation from all over the world. We have Kenton, who's from Trinidad. Eddie's from the States. We on 3 different continents, the people I just named there. We got Europe, we got America, we got the Caribbean. Like, come on. And people from all over the world. Now, flawless, I promise you, if Saeed matched the description, aka if his name was Matthew, blonde hair and blue eyes, he'd be a real fan because he's Manchester born and bred, but still no. Oh, we know the race thing comes into it as well.
We know that one.
We know that one. You know what I'm saying? Half of the issues that a Saeed will get, a Rance will get, a Flex will get, it's because they're black. Let's just call a spade a spade. Legit. Let's call a spade a spade. We know that that comes into it. It's not the only reason, but does it add to it? Absolutely. Because they can't hit Saeed with the, oh, you're not from Manchester. He Manc born and bred. They can't hit me with the, oh, he's not from Manchester. I'm Manc born and bred. So they'll go to something else. The same way they'll try and hear Eddie or Rance or Flex with, oh, you're not from Manchester. What does that have to do with anything? To tell you the truth, what I've noticed in this space is that I haven't met an international fan who's Ollie in. All the international fans I know, Eddie, the likes of Kenton, others, whether it's been on calling shows, all, you know what I'm saying, and all races all across the world, none of them are Ollie in. The Ollie inners only seem to live in Manchester, only seem to be in the UK, I should say.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say about that. Let's keep going. Oh, big up to my guy Lewis as well. Says
that's
because of Mcguire, we're now gonna have a Shameless Wallet of the Week award of Shameless FC. That's a cold idea. Big up to my guy Lewis. Go subscribe. You know me? Go subscribe to his channel.
This is my dog. This is my dog who I think it is, who just dropped the super chat.
Let me see who dropped the super chat. Let me get to it. Oh, big up Colzilla, man. First time I've seen Colzilla over here in a minute. Obviously, he's normally on the Twitch. Large up Colzilla for the super chat. Big up to you as well. Big up to you as well, Colzilla. I don't even show what he's dropped, but Colzilla appreciated anyway. Time. I don't know if it's a sticker or it's not come up on the actual YouTube studio or what it is, but big up to you as well, man. Love for that. Make sure if you do want your comment or question to take priority, and we'll stop the show and get right to it, drop a super chat, people. They do take priority. And big up Neil says Asian representative. This is what I'm saying. All over the globe, man. People from all
East Asia definitely represented. We got people speaking Indonesian in the chat last night, man.
Crazy.
It was dope.
Man talking Portuguese and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Google Translate to make sure he's not saying nothing too wild. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And Harris, you called it spot on. Flawless, I love how right I was about Mcguire. You called it 110% spot on, Harris. I give you full credit. You do. Give you full credit. Yeah. And yeah, Ryan, we know the race thing comes into it. See the cricket today. I've not seen what happened today, but I've been following that story. Yeah, we know race comes into it.
Probably now I was talking about my dad. My dad's a big cricket fan. Just because apparently, like, they were giving like testimonies about the kind of the stuff they were seeing out there, and he was talking about, bro, they were calling him an East Asian man the P word right in front of his face, like in front of everybody. That shit, that's an embarrassment as an institution for you to allow that to happen. And these are guys whose whole dream is to play cricket for you, and they can't even play. He can't even play the game he loves because you got this type of idiocracy going on, man. That's so sad, bro.
Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. Big up to Emmanuel, someone always on my case. But, you know, we go back. I use this as an example, people. Me and Emmanuel go back and forth all the time. Have been for months on different things. Never once have I got personal with him or has he got personal with me. Respect. Never once have I, as he said, oh, you're not a real fan. Or I've said you're not supporting. We have a football conversation, discuss opinions, and then keep it moving. But he says, I'm big up for the super chat as well as appreciate it. He says, Flawless, I'm giving you until January to put out your De Gea revisionism speech. I'll wait, bro. Remember the super chat. What I said was about De Gea is, and I've said this season, exceptional. No doubting him whatsoever.
Yeah.
This exceptional. Last season, average.
Yeah.
Before that, poor. So I said, this is his fourth season. I didn't want him in the goal. That wasn't me saying Henderson was better. That was me saying how he's not been good enough. Why are we giving him 4 years? However, to the end of the season, you got to have a good season. If he continues this form, I'll shut up. Because I'm not having a Luke Shaw thing where he has two or three, a few good months playing, and then all of a sudden, boom, you know what I'm saying? He falls off, and look at Luke Shaw now. My expectations is high, especially for a David De Gea, because he's been shocking for free. Before this season, he's been shocking for 3 seasons.
Absolutely.
But this season, I can't fault him. And this is all I asked. Shut me up with good performances. Back to the Harry Mcguire situation. Shut me up with good performances. And that's what De Gea has done. I can't fault that, man. Been exceptional this season. Absolutely terrific. Where's this been? So, yeah, you're right. But, yeah, to the end of the season and that. That's what it is with De Gea. To the end of the season. One done says, bro, some of these United, but again, big up for the super chat as well, Emmanuel. Bro, some of these United fans are pussies because they only have the energy for the real. Use them out here. No fucking energy for the Glazers. Big up the ManDem every day. Yeah, man, because they don't want to be, again, they're more interested in being right about this manager.
Shout out to One Down for the fire comment.
Rather than being successful. I want Manchester United to be successful. I don't care who's in charge. I don't care if it's Ollie. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's Eddie. I don't care if it's somebody I dislike. I don't care if it's a Liverpool legend. Are we successful? That's all I care about.
Yeah, man.
Ridiculous.
We care about club success before anything else. However we get it, however it comes, we appreciate it. But if it doesn't lead to anything worth appreciating, then we're going to take the other tune. It's that simple.
Again, success shuts us up. It does. And yeah, Ryan, Ahmed he blocked you on accident on there, but you're back anyway because we can see your comments. You lot get your final few questions in. Please keep them Manchester United related. Don't forget, if you want your question or comment to take priority and we go straight to it, drop a super chat. And if you want to become a member, the link is underneath in the description as well, people. Make sure you do that. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like I've called it wrong and Ollie is going to be in charge for Watford. I did not expect him to make it to the Watford game. However, it sucks.
It does. He didn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be here. He shouldn't be here.
No, shouldn't be here. Not in the slightest should this man be here, but yet he is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But here we are. Wait, what? Nah, this ain't true. He got red wine forced down his throat when he's 15. No, is that what they did to him? That is the whole racism in cricket. That is crazy. They need to be thrown in jail for that type of shit. That is ridiculous.
Whoa.
No way did they do that when he was 15. That is ridiculous. That is...
Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, that's is, man. I hope whoever is like responsible for that gets the book thrown at the minute. Fine, jail time. I hope they press charges, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Hope these people never work in the sporting industry again.
And I hope if he gets sent to like some type, because that's assault in my view.
Yes.
If he gotta do jail time, I hope they send him on the wing with the Muslim brothers.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yep. I do put him on the wing with the Muslim brothers. Absolutely that. Kenan says, Flawless, you know how tough it is for me. I'm a United fan and a Lakers fan. Got to stock up on that room because I need it. You and Eddie. They're his two teams.
Salute my Trinity brother, man. We connected, bro. Kenton TV, we connected, my G. Yeah, we going through it together, dog.
Yep. Going through it like he's fully in the same boat as you are. Fully in the same boat because we do. For those that don't know, we do NBA regular season watch-alongs every day, people, on the Twitch. So make sure you check it out. If you are an NBA fan, number one, make sure you're over there too. You don't have to be an NBA fan to enjoy him. You can watch and ask questions, and Eddie and the rest of the panel will answer any questions and get you understanding the sport the same way I kind of understand the sport now. And you know it's going to be jokes as well. You know it's going to be jokes. The vibes is going to be hilarious. 100%.
I was about to put the Twitch in the chat real quick.
Yeah. Please do that. Appreciate that. I told you he had 9 lives. I wouldn't be surprised if he's here all season. You might be right, Emmanuel. You might be right on that. No, I'll ask your question again and I get to it.
You might be right.
No, I'll ask your question again. I'll get to it. Thoughts on Duncan Castle saying United have stepped up and getting Zidane. To be truthfully honest, to be absolutely 110% honest, I think everybody just guessing. I don't think anybody knows what's going on because I've seen reports saying Ollie's staying. I've seen reports saying it's Zidane. I've seen reports saying it's Ten Hag. I've seen reports saying it's Rodgers. I've seen reports saying we're going to get interim in and then try and go and get someone in the summer. I've seen Poch links for the summer. I think everybody guessing. Nobody knows what's going on. Truthfully. That's my personal opinion. I think everybody out here doing guesswork because I always ask, is Duncan Castle a reliable source? I don't know. He's a reliable source. I'm unsure. And I've just pinned the comment as well, people. The Twitch right there. You can see it. Make sure you head over there and go follow, subscribe. The notifications work better on Twitch than they do on YouTube. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah. What's your thoughts on Zidane coming in? We'll end on that one.
He's like, I think we said in the past, he could be the...
I think Eddie just froze. Believe he has. He'll be back in a sec.
Yeah,
go on, fam. You broke up again. You said we didn't hear.
No, I'm saying thank you. That's like one of those decisions where it might not look, like the right one in the moment, but when you look back, it could be one of those decisions that you thank God that you made when you made it. I know there's a bunch of uneasiness about him leaving the game and what's this about? And the one thing is, he's going to manage the personalities, and the second thing is, the football is going to be better.
Facts.
When we talk about top flight coaches have the ability to get their players to do whatever they need their players to do. Ollie, we don't know if he's telling them to do anything, because if he is, he's telling them to do the wrong shit. That's just what it is. So with Zidane being in the fold, I pray. Well, I don't want to be that serious, but I generally hope that that's the decision that we come to, because I'm used to Rodgers bottling trophies. I'm not used to him winning them. That's just what history tells us. It was like clockwork every time. You could tell when a Rodgers team was going to fall off in the title race. That was Liverpool's standard until Klopp came in and broke through the tape. So I seen what I seen with him. Zidane, that's Champions League credentialed. Like, we ain't got to talk too much, right? So that's where I'm at with that.
No, I hear that. And with Zidane, and even with Rodgers, one thing about him, he did pick up the FA Cup last season. So I'm like, I'm more confident about it. Is he my first choice? No, but would I take him? Yes. One, I know we play better football. Two, we're going to be entertaining. Three, we would compete. Win is a whole different thing. But would we compete? Yes. Did we pick up a trophy potentially? Yeah, I think we could do that. 100%. Well, yeah, flawless. I make match day flyers for every game, bro. I'm not making another one until this bozo clown is sacked. I hear you, man. Oh, yeah, I need to shout you about the pro clubs thingy as well. I'm going to send you over the Sarcasm City PNG, man, and we'll get that panned. 100%. Yeah, well, yeah, man, we're going to close out the show. First and foremost, Eddie, big up for holding it down while StreamYard was down as well. Much appreciated, you know what I'm saying? And that, holding it down with the people, large of everyone who has locked in. Hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. Don't forget as well, this show and all the other shows on Sarcasm City TV, apart from the watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen while you're at work, while you're cleaning, while you're driving, if you just want it on in the background, you might not want the YouTube or Twitch apps open. SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes. The links are underneath in the description. Anywhere you listen to podcasts on audio platforms, type in Sarcasm City and we will pop up. But anything you want to add, Eddie, before we leave?
Nah, man, this was dope. I always appreciate the opportunity to chop it up with you. Shout out Ryan. I can't agree with that because El Jefe runs the show, but I appreciate the love. The whole
Eddie knows he got open. Eddie knows he got open invitation. We gonna talk, man. You know you got open invitation to this over here to this show. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, anytime. Just always appreciative for the chat, especially. Like, y'all make this super fun, super engaging. And yeah, man, one day at a time with this club, and hopefully Ollie out, dog. That's it.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully. And we reach 50 likes, so big up to you lot as well.
Appreciate y'all.
We have, make sure you follow Eddie on Instagram. You can see it at Steady Much right there. If you're following me at That's Me Flawless on Twitter and Instagram, you'll be able to find Eddie's socials as well. Like I said, we're back 10 p.m. UK time, people. 10 p.m. UK time for the Jamaica versus USA World Cup qualifier watch along. And then following that, we'll probably immediately roll into the Nets versus the Warriors, both on the Twitch, people. Like I say, we go live on the YouTube and the Twitch every single day, providing just sporting content, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, plus more. So make sure you lock into that. But yeah, the ManDem United podcast will be back Thursday. So we'll be back 5 p.m. because we're here Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5 p.m. for the ManDem United podcast, talking all things Manchester United, people. But love to you lot. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.